Are you thinking about making a move to Greensboro, North Carolina and want to know all there is to know about 3 neighborhoods under the price of $600,000? Well, then today you're going to want to check out this video. My name is Meredith Parsons. I'm a realtor. I live here and love it here. I want you to move here and love it here as much as I do. And if you could do this, it'd be so awesome. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because each week I'm going to be taking you on a little tour, a little adventure of all things Greensboro tri-area, and I wouldn't want you to miss out. You want to go check out the 3 neighborhoods under $600,000 right here in Greensboro? Let's go. Today we are in our first neighborhood, priced under $600,000, and we are in the neighborhood of Hamilton Lakes. And I do love Hamilton Lakes if you've seen my other video on it. This neighborhood was a planned neighborhood, and it was started in like the 20s, but predominantly it was really started in like the 50s. I would say the houses range between more like 50s to 70s, maybe some 80s thrown in. But I love this neighborhood because it's a very like outdoorsy neighborhood. And I love this neighborhood because of the big trees. I love that it's cool. And I mean, I like trees because I don't like to be out in the sun, if we're being honest here. But I just love the proximity. So it is located just a little bit west of like Friendly Center. So you're west of downtown, but you're not far out. I mean, you're right in the middle of everything. So in terms of like getting around, like I said, you're right off of Friendly. The Loop isn't that far away. I'd say it's like maybe 10 minutes. Bryan Boulevard's just right there, so that's gonna get you everywhere fast. The airport's gonna be 10 to 15 minutes away. Downtown's like 7. Everything that you will need, grocery stores, shopping, restaurants, everything is super close. Housing prices here. So the average house price here is $539,000, but it runs like a huge range. It ranges from $289,000. Those are like cute little bungalows that probably haven't been touched like ever. And then you've got like 1.3 million. So you've got like a wide variety of houses here, which is, you know, I love like different variety of houses. I don't like the cookie cutter. And if you like the cookie cutter, that's great. It's not about me, it's what you want. But I just like that it's different. So the size houses range between like 1,500 to 4,200. And then the lots are like a quarter of an acre to like, we had one sell in the last year. These numbers are from the last year of June of 24 to 23, were 1.2 acres. This is another reason why I love this. They do have parks, they do have hiking trails, they do have playgrounds for the kiddos. It's a very outdoorsy neighborhood, which I like. Not tons of outdoorsy stuff. Let's not get crazy because I'm not super outdoorsy. I mean, I can be, but then I want to go home and be in my air conditioning. That's a lot. Like my air conditioning. For schools, you are slotted for Moorhead Elementary and Kaiser Middle and Grimsley High School. Go Rose. We are in our second stop of neighborhoods under $600,000 in Greensboro, and this neighborhood is Lake Jeanette. Now, Lake Jeanette is a huge, it's a huge area. So there are 16 pockets, as I call them, 16 different neighborhoods of Lake Jeanette. But on average, this is priced out underneath $600,000. So Lake Jeanette is on the north side of Greensboro. It's way out of town, way out of town. You're 16 minutes to downtown and like 13 minutes to the airport. What I love about this neighborhood is its close proximity to things. You've got the highways close by, the Loop is just right here. You're off of Elm and Pisgah Church, and there's a shopping up there. This is a very outdoorsy neighborhood. Outdoorsy in the sense that you've got the lake right here, you've got Lake Jeanette, and they have a swim and tennis pool there. Because you live here, you have access to their marina, which is awesome for you doing like outdoorsy things like paddleboarding, and you can pay to keep your kayak or canoe there. But this neighborhood has a wide variety of houses. These houses out here were started in the 80s, in the 2000s. But this is a neighborhood with lots of like social activities. They've got exercise, gym classes that they do. Like I said, you've got the outdoor space, and like with each of these neighborhoods, each of these pockets as I call them, they're all different in terms of like what the HOA is. The HOA is going to be different for that neighborhood, for each one. And so I can't really tell you what the HOA is because it's different for each individual one. And some of them have their own pool. Housing prices here, and this is a neighborhood that has both townhouses and it has just single family homes. And if you want to go watch, I've done a whole video on all the different areas. Go back and check all those out because those are very much in depth of what each pocket looks like, just so you can get an idea. The numbers won't be the same because now, like I said, we're running numbers from June of 24 back to June of 2023. But the average house price here is $550,000. But they range of price from $310,000 up to $2.2 million. So you are running like the whole gamut of like what you can afford out here. In terms of like square footage wise, you've got 1,600 to like over 10,000. The lot sizes here, like in this neighborhood, they seem bigger, right? Like they just seem bigger than what we have been seeing. They range from like 0.3 up to like 1.8. Now, most of them are not 1.8. I would say the average out here is probably like a third. I think that that's a good statement that I felt good saying in terms of size-wise of the lots. But it feels nice out here. And I think it gives you a good choice of different activities on the northern side of town, but you're still within the city limits and still in Greensboro, priced under $600,000. And then schools are Jesse Wharton Elementary, Mendenhall Middle, and Page High School. We are in our third and final destination of the 3 top neighborhoods under $600,000 in Greensboro, North Carolina, and we are in the neighborhood of Sunset Hills. And if you've been here before, you know I love all neighborhoods, and this neighborhood is located right outside of downtown. I mean, you're basically downtown. You're less than 2 miles away. You could walk there if you wanted to. And speaking of walking, this is just one of these cute, feel-good neighborhoods with like very walkable sidewalks everywhere and very, very different houses. You've got cute Cape Cods, you've got some Tudors. Look at these trees and these sidewalks. But this is like an older neighborhood. The oldest house I could find was from 1920. So they're usually from like the 20s up to maybe like the 70s, I would say. Some have been torn down and new ones have been added onto. This is one of these neighborhoods that people just don't leave. They're always staying here. So just keep adding on and adding on because it's so great. You just don't want to leave. They have a neighborhood newsletter and Easter egg hunts, which is great. You are in the city, taxes are 1.4%. There's no HOA here. And the houses tend to be, you know, different size houses, and as you can see, they're all different. So the average house price here is $542,000, but they have ranged in price from $295,000 to $1.1 million, which the $295,000 to me is crazy, and I triple checked it, and there actually was a house for $295,000. These houses range in size from 1,200 square feet to like 4,500 square feet. Do they have garages? No, not really, but the houses are like 2 to 5 bedrooms. Usually they're like 3. 2 was actually the one that was $295,000. So you're 15 minutes to the airport and you're like 4 minutes to downtown. So that, convenient-wise, that's giving you timing. Friendly Center, it's 5 minutes away. Battleground's like less than 10 minutes. So you've got tons of grocery stores, tons of shops, tons of restaurants. And when you live in Sunset Hills, you can walk to Four Corners, which I love. There's restaurants there, there's bars there, there's a coffee shop there. You can go to Suds and Duds, do laundry and play pool, and it's a bar. So I mean, I don't know where else you can do that but there. And you've got Bestway, a local grocery store. And I love that place. It's an easy pop in, pop out type of place. Green spaces, you're close to Latham Park, or you're like 15 minutes if you want to go out of town to like Military Park, Country Park, those type of places. But this neighborhood has several areas for the kiddos to play. So they've got playgrounds where they just keep everything there, which is great. So all that stuff is there. You don't have to drag the stuff there back and forth. And another thing about this neighborhood that I love is they do all of the Christmas lights. They do the Christmas balls, and then they do the running of the balls in the month of December, and it's gorgeous. And that's something that makes this neighborhood so special. I do love this neighborhood. It feels good, it looks good, and everybody's just so accepting and sweet, and I love that it's walkable. Normally kids are out playing, and I've sold several houses over here, and everybody's been super, super happy. And it's one of those neighborhoods that people often don't leave. And if you are interested in schools, the schools here for the neighborhood of Sunset Hills are Lindley Elementary, which is right here, and you would be walking there, and Kaiser Middle and Grimsley High School. Go Burleys. I appreciate you sticking to the end. I hope you learned all that you wanted to about the 3 neighborhoods priced under $600,000 in the city of Greensboro, North Carolina. If you've got any questions or comments, put them in the comments below. You want to see another neighborhood, put them in the comments below, and come back next week when we're going to be checking out houses under $700,000. I appreciate you. I'll see you next time. Bye.